Shanna Young missed weight, making this a catchweight bout. She's 35 years of age. Viviane Araujo is 39. Young, the taller fighter here.
Ready? Ready? Fight!
Young coming out with the kicks, sprinting to the center of the cage. Big right hand knocked her off balance. Araujo now onto the back.
Swarming her here. Shanna Young's got to fight that hand that's creeping across her neck. She's building herself back up, but she's not free from danger yet. This takedown going to be recycled. She's got to try and break that grip. Got to try and separate the hands of Araujo.
Heavy pressure here right in front of the broadcast position.
Well, that body lock, I think Araujo's going to try and put this fight on the floor again in a moment. Maybe look for an outside trip or a reap. Shanna Young with a spinning elbow attempt.
Not able to get enough motion because of the pressure here. Here's a lift. Deposited back on the mat. Nice work by Young to immediately crawl forward, and now she's got Araujo riding high. Power half Nelson from the Brazilian.
Yeah, good work by Araujo to stay on the back there. She almost looked like she was losing position for a second. She's kind of off to one side of the back, though. You can see Shanna Young kind of trying to shake her off to the side, but Araujo recovering the back again. Still one hook in, though.
Tight squeeze across the face for now.
Yeah, Shanna Young doing a good job of defending that other hook, though. One hook in for Araujo. The other one on the far side is trying to creep in over the hip, but Shanna Young's aware of it. She's trying to shake her off to one side now. She could potentially take top position if she clears one leg. She needs to try and clear her right arm. That's what's keeping Araujo attached to her back when she scrambles.
Vivi tries to punch through the armpit.
Now she's clear of the hook.
Shanna Young back to her feet. Looked over her shoulders to see if there was an elbow available.
Yeah, she's got the hands separated for a moment. Tries for a switch. Araujo still driving in on this takedown attempt, though.
It's interesting. She's got the far leg on the single leg. Now she let go with both hands. She had her hands locked temporarily.
Good effort here by Shanna Young to keep herself in this fight. Araujo is battling to try and get this takedown. Back on a single leg. Posture's broken, though. Here's a sprawl here by Shanna Young.
And a need to follow it. Now they've separated. ShopTakedownShop.com, official apparel sponsor of the PFL. Scan the QR code on your screen now. Big kick misses, and Shanna Young ate a left hand for that effort.
Yeah, Shanna really throwing a lot of kicks here. Really being aggressive in this performance. Front kick follows up with punches. Araujo's got to get off the fence. She eats a big right hand
in that combination.
It's an aggressive performance here from Shanna Young.
There's a couple ways you could interpret it, Dan. She did miss weight, so maybe she feels like she's only got a round or two of gas in her. Right hand from Araujo interrupted the forward motion of Young. Or maybe she just realizes her best path to victory is to not let Viviane get started.
Oh, that's a nice counter right hand.
And another, now the combination's being strung together by the Brazilian. Young's still in it, though, fired a right hand back.
Time! Mouthpiece, pick it up.
Mouthpiece came out.
Hurry, hurry.
Timeout to replace it. Well, cagey move there by Young to point it out. Check hook there from Vivi.
Still in the pocket, though, still throwing aggressively. Araujo now trying to find a home for that right hand again. Oh, and again, that was a short right side of the head.
Right on the ear. Shanna Young ate it. Chopping right hand that time from Vivi. Shrugs off the takedown attempt in the final few seconds of the round. A furious end to round one. Wintrust Arena. Catchweight bout between Shanna Young in the red, Viviane Araujo in the green. USA and Young, Brazil for Vivi.
Shanna Young aggressive with kicks again early. She gets the lead leg up really high very easily, but the punches from Araujo are finding their target.
Level change there by Young, once again turned away. That right hand for Araujo keeps landing. Tried the scooping uppercut, brought the hook around the side.
Yeah, doubled up on it that time, uppercut to a hook. Shanna Young a couple of times has level changed. She eats the right hand there right on the nose. She keeps thinking about level changing again though. You can see when she's under pressure, she changes her posture, but Araujo's defending them relatively easy so far. There's another level change, easily blocked by Araujo though.
You saw her, she offered a little right uppercut, short one at the end of that sprawl.
Go over hair. Do not do that again. Fight!
Little hair pull. Shanna Young warned against it. Axe kick attempted, not quite landing. Right hand again interrupts the forward motion of Shanna Young.
I wonder if Araujo is kind of a bit taken aback by how aggressive Shanna Young's being. I mean, she's not stopping throwing. She's constantly doing something. Nice faint level change there as well.
Switch stances did Araujo. Landed a left. A right hook did not stop Young from pressing into this takedown attempt.
Shanna Young trying to drive herself into a closer clinch, but Araujo's moving along the fence. Now she gets out, counters with the right hand. There's a beautiful uppercut by Araujo.
She followed it with the hook, tried the same combination again. Young is just moving forward like a Terminator through these punches.
This is a tenacious performance from Shanna Young. The Shannibal living up to her nickname. Flicks with that lead leg. Got to be cautious of that as well. That could really catch you off guard if you feel like you're safe from that kick. Another level change here, rolls through. Araujo potentially taking the back again, but Shanna Young's back to her feet. Can she separate the hands, break the grip, get back to her striking range? There she goes, breaking the grip. She's going to stay on that wrist as she turns to face her opponent. That's good work. She takes a punch, but then she's straight off the fence and moving forward.
Landed a nice right hand of her own. Shanna Young pressing this fight. Missed the kick. And again, a right hand glances off the side of her head.
Trading jabs here. Shanna Young keeps finding a home for that right hand though. It doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage. Oh, that was a good level change. Turned around, dragged her to the fence. Araujo might be looking to step over the legs, trying to control the base of Shanna Young so she can't get back to her feet. Young's got to be cautious she doesn't give her back as she's getting back to her feet here. She needs to pressure down into the head of Viviane Araujo, trying to keep her posture broken as she's getting back. You can see her using her forearm right now. She's got to drive that forearm down into the back of the neck and head of Araujo as she's getting back to her feet. Got to try and get that right knee underneath her if she's going to build up. Good wrist control by Araujo. Now folds the leg and the arm underneath. Great work by Shanna Young, building herself up with one limb there.
30 seconds left to work in round number 2.
Pushing down on the hands, tries to break the grip one more time.
Now a clinch grab here by Shanna Young. Able to press off.
Just trading jabs.
That lead leg for Shanna Young's been so active in this fight. And they'll swing away to the end of round number 2. Third and final round. Shanna Young in the red, Viviane Araujo in the green. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy here at Wintrust Arena in Chicago on the commentary.
Oh.
Araujo stumbled by the right hand.
It's got to give Shanna some confidence. She keeps taking big punches and none of them seems to have phased her, but a couple of times she's landed on Araujo and rocked her to her boots. I like that right body kick that she keeps putting on the end of her combinations as well. She landed a good one at the end of the second round. And again, Shanna Young just pushing forward, throwing punches.
She's just overwhelming with volume right now. Stringing these combinations together. Araujo trying to time the counter punches, but it's pretty hard with this chaotic sort of energy and pressure. There's a good counter.
Shanna Young is forcing Viviane Araujo to fight at a pace that she doesn't really want to. Usually it's Araujo setting the pace in her fight. She likes to walk her opponents down and pick them off. That was a nice switch right hand that she landed. Tries for the uppercut again. Again,
that was a nasty right hand. Snapped the head of Young back like a Pez dispenser.
You can see some swelling under the eye of Shanna Young as well, but she seems undeterred as she keeps moving forward, throwing kicks and punches. That knee got through as well.
It's like the harder you hit her, the more it redoubles her effort to press forward.
Good counter right again by Araujo, but she still finds herself pushed onto her heels.
Blood now flying from the nose and mouth of Shanna Young. She will not be pressed back.
Hard fight to score this. We had a similar one last week, didn't we, with Natan Schultz and Jakub Kasuba moving backwards and landing a higher volume. But from what we can see here, Araujo is landing a higher volume of punches, but the optics from cage side without the statistics in front of you is that Shanna Young is just pushing forward and making this a competitive fight.
Good left hand landed at the end of a three-piece combination for Vivi. Oh, the right hand snuck around the jab.
Man, she wears a punch very well, doesn't she, Shanna Young? Let's have a look in the Young corner. We've got John Wood there of Syndicate.
12-10, hard to the body. Go, let's go to the body, 12 body. Right side, slam it in, let's go.
John Wood using some code work. I think it's that body kick he's been calling for there.
I think that's exactly it. He's trying to get the legs involved. Instead, Shanna Young grabs a caught kick, presses Viviane Araujo back to the smart cage. Wise decision by the Brazilian to not let herself get caught up.
Oh, and again, two punches, but Shanna Young just walks onto her right hand once more. You can see that swelling around her eye socket now where she's been wearing those right hands. Just over a minute. I would not like to be scoring this. Good timing on that level change.
Right underneath the right hand, and a timely takedown here for the Brazilian, who now goes to work with her left, taking the back of Shanna Young. She's a little high here. Only one hook in. And we saw this in round one, Dan. Shanna's really good at not allowing Vivi to advance position, even though she got into this one.
Yeah, she's defending the far side hook well again, like she was in the first round. Trying to shake her opponents off, but what we also know is Viviane Araujo is very good at recovering that top position. She has a hook on one side, with her leg and an underhook on the other side with her arm. And that's what's keeping her kind of cross-body controlled, even when her opponent tries to shake her off. And that's a lot of blood now we're seeing from the eye and the nose, potentially, of Shanna Young. Good defensive work. She pulls the arm to the other side of her head, but we can see a lot of blood here. That's optically not great for Shanna Young when the judges are looking at marking their final card. And another big takedown into the fence.
And that'll end this fight. Viviane Araujo with a celebratory scream. What an effort by both of these women. And the judges will have to deliberate. Look at the numbers there. Much higher percentage of total strikes landed for Viviane Araujo. She also has the takedown numbers. Will it be enough in the eyes of the judges? We find out now with Greg Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we take it to the judges' scorecards, where all 3 judges scored the fight 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Viviane Araujo.
Number 10 ranked Viviane Araujo with her 14th pro victory.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.